Hello everyone, welcome back to Markio, who's running Resident Evil Village. Introduce yourself and then let's begin!
Welcome back everybody, my name is MarkioBros, as you know. If you're just tuning in, that's what it is. And right now I'm going to be running Resident Evil Village on the amateur or easy difficulty New Game Plus. With me, I've got my wonderful commentator on the couch, Mr. Adder. He's going to be talking through some strats whilst I can carry them out and overall just have a nice time just creating some good vibes.
He's going to try and beat my PB.
Hey, there's always a thing in speedrunning is always to try and better yourself, right? Even if it means beating your friends. So, I'm ready to start. Chat, are you ready to enjoy Resident Evil Village? And Jugachi, let me know when you need a countdown.
I am so ready, I've never been readier in my life.
Alright, so we're going on casual difficulty, first person. So I'm ready, we're going to go on go, and a countdown of 3. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck!
Thank you!
Gifts we gave.
It's going to be a lot of skipping. I do apologize, but that's what's required to get a fast speedrun.
Nothing. I'll put her down.
To sum up that first area, the cutscenes we skipped, basically you're reading the baby a bedtime story.
That book's too
You're not
scary
agreeing
for
with
you.
it. And then it's now time for the baby to go to bed. Yeah, it's a simple explanation for the cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just carrying out my daddy duties, you know? So there's going to be a lot of cutscene skips, like this. Some take a little longer than others to actually do the skip. Has anybody in chat played this game? Are you have you watched other runners play this game? Let us know, because obviously, if you played this game before, you're gonna have a fairly good understanding of what to expect. But if you're new to this game completely, you're in for a treat, man. Like, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So, we are on our way to the village. We have a bus ticket. We've paid for it. We're going to head to the village.
So, the one thing we can't control in this first area, there is a routing path that we can use that seems quicker, but, you know, you are stuck walking at the world's slowest pace ever. Even if you hold shift or the sprint button on a controller, you are stuck at this pace. This is purely pathing. You want to aim basically for the shortest route. Which of course is impossible in the dark because you can't see a thing.
I mean, we've got a torch, but it's about the equivalent of trying to light up a football field with like a match. So from my perspective, it's a bit difficult because I've got a lot of lights in my face, and I've got more lights in my face than there are in the game. So I'm like looking through the mist basically. Why do we come to this cupboard?
I don't actually know. Oh, you're following the blood trail.
Oh yeah, the blood trail.
So, one of the things that does work, and I have seen, to skip some of the animations, is changing the FPS variable. Some runners do it, some runners don't. I don't see a personal gain from it.
Yeah.
But I have seen some incredible runs that do use it. But also, if you remember when we entered this building, it was pitch black.
Yeah, no, it's
outside.
daytime. Yeah, it's daytime, it's snowing, we no longer need the torch. Yeah. Time flies when you're going downstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, normally we'd pause and do like a teleportation here. But just for everybody else's enjoyment,
Where the
you get to
heck
view
am I?
that. Like, look at that. Look at that view. It's so nice. It's a really cool vista.
It's a... So,
I'll
if you do
take the 1 second time loss just to show you that incredible view.
well, in total, literally that time save just there, if you'd done the tactical reset,
Yeah.
would actually be about 10 seconds.
The reason, the reason I'm not doing it is because obviously the view, because
happened?
the view, and the fact that the it's not actually getting saved per se.
Oh yeah.
Because of the load times. So in this game, we tend to use a timing method called load time removed.
What the hell?
Basically, any time that the game goes into loading, it pauses the timer automatically, and we save that little bit of time from doing that. But this room's kind of fun. Everybody expects that you need to kill everything and everybody. That's all you need to do. Is just kill those two. Which, honestly, when I found that out, it was an interesting strat. It's like, oh, you don't have to kill everybody and everything. You can just, you know. So, again, like Resi 5, bit of an auto-scroller here. We've got,
Damn it.
enemies basically... Woo! Even for me, that was a good shot.
But yeah, there's... So this is the auto-scroller. We're looking at roughly about 3, maybe 4 minutes worth of attacking enemies.
Resident Evil tend to enjoy giving you like a little bit of story and then a bit of an auto-scroller so that you can get to grips with the controllability of it and the environmental like challenges and stuff like that.
There's no end to them.
Since this is an auto-scroller, do we have time? for
Oh,
donation?
absolutely.
Okay,
Go for
so
it, man.
we have a €9 donation from me, actually.
Yeah.
And I wrote, since Sheva messed up 4 times, I'll put €4 to Resident Evil 3 to kill Nemi. And since I messed up once, I'll put €5 to the Resident Evil 3 singing while running incentive.
That will be fun to watch.
And back to you.
Thanks, man. Thank you for the donation, dude.
So there is going to be a guy momentarily that's going to spawn behind him. No hidden fact. He's then going to switch his weapon and he's going to spray the living hell out of him. Just get his health down. So that when he... Well, he may not switch weapon. do, some don't. It depends. You can then literally one-shot the guy that's spawned behind him. Preferably before he starts hitting.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew I had a guy literally... I don't need any of this money. But, yeah. Sorry, I've like, recently, I've been setting myself a new challenge. Obviously, like, I speedrun this game prolifically, right? And you can find that over on my channels. Here's the thing. I set myself a new challenge, and that challenge was to go through this game without getting hit. And obviously, it takes you away from doing your typical kind of run, you know what I mean? Because in this, it's basically just shoulder barge your way through enemies and, you know, just get hurt on purpose in order to save the clock. Yeah. But doing a no-hit run brings its own challenge because, you know, you have to be a little bit more preserved, a little bit more cautious of the environment, a bit more spatially aware as to exactly what's going on. And yeah, it's just one of them, man. Like, I've set myself a challenge to do this no-hit, and I got hit.
Rose is here?
Once in my last run. Once. So I haven't completed the challenge yet, but it is definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen, so I'm looking forward to getting that done.
So one of the things we have, because we skip a load of the cutscenes, you didn't need to look at the gate again. However, it's part of the cutscene, so it flips your character to look at the gate. Sometimes we all screw up and accidentally re-look at the gate after we've done a quick turn. It happens. You know, we try to miss it. It doesn't always happen like that.
I have a small announcement.
Mm-hmm.
With the last donation that we received, we actually reached over 100 euros in total. 3-digit. Let's go, first milestone.
Let's go.
And also, 100 euros would actually cover the adoption fee for a small animal like a rabbit or a small little kitty cat. So that's a good milestone right there. The next one would be at 120 euros. That was actually covering the vaccination for a cat or a dog. So let's get going.
Let's get it, chat. Come on. Let's get an animal vaccinated. Gives them the best chance at surviving any, you know.
Any zombie attack.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them a bus ticket to the village if that's any consolation.
Don't worry. And try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know. Thank you, Ethan.
And if you do $125 in total, it means that they can have a little snack afterwards as a little treat for taking that vaccination, because vaccinations are scary to animals. Give the little dog or little cat a little cheeky little treat for being so brave. Reading his own donation. Hey, somebody's got to do it. A donation is a donation, man. Absolutely.
Death. Yes. Death has visited
So,
them all.
with a lot of these cutscenes, especially in the beginning, they're closer together,
This leads to the castle.
and they get frustrating. But we do eventually, when we get a bit further in, they're a little bit further apart, so there's a lot less
Nothing but blood.
skipping. However, there are places where there are locations where, for time save, tactical restarts do happen.
The man is of no use to
The man
us.
is of no real use to anyone else, and my daughters do so love.
What are the incentives?
foreigners. Furthermore, I can show you that you enjoy.
Give me 2 seconds.
Jesus Christ!
I'm up.
What's the incentive that you're most looking forward to? What's going on with the chain, bro? Chain was having a little dance then. Oh, what's going on with the chain?
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you think I've let you
Hide
get
over
away?
here in this little dugout.
Gotta
Nothing I
keep
can do to
Father
speed this up.
Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grand finale.
Chain goes.
Nothing like fresh American ground beef.
Now, was it the chain or was it the wall that stopped this entire machine? Because this machine is designed to burrow through this stuff. So was it
Do
the
those
chain?
freaks have Rose?
I don't know. We'll have to ask the chain gang.
Need to ask 2 chains apparently. Clearly the chain. It is, right? It's got to be the chain. Plot armor stopped it. Right, time to meet the Duke. Nobody knows who he is, where he came from, not even himself.
And we don't know where he goes.
We'll start calling him Cotton Eye Duke.
So, we're about to enter the castle after he's spoken to the Duke. Very quick conversation, of course. Enter the castle.
Could Rose be here?
In a way, there's the routing for this is crucial. And also the timing. Unlike an incident that happened
Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Fast
the
hook.
other day.
That was nice.
Yeah, an incident happened the other day. Skip thought. Bit further on. I'll take a quick break while I'm running down the or going down in the lift.
Is there an incentive for the streamer to put on a maid dress? I don't have a maid dress. Is there an incentive for the chat to put on a maid dress?
Is there an incentive for the commentator to actually put a dress on? But no, as we work our way through the castle, there are little things we have to collect.
That was a quick ring, that was.
Quick ring.
Yeah.
To open up other doors, so we're going to find a key. We found the ring, which unfortunately the game just puts it straight into us. But we also have to deal with the sisters. They're basically going to try and murder the hell out of you.
I mean, this castle is definitely a numbers game right now because we need to find 4 masks, fight 3 sisters, and deal with a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, first glimpse at Lady D. That's me. On a daily basis, that is me. Please understand, I am 6'8", and
I kid you not, he is a giant.
me and Ada have met, and yeah. I am quite the large human being. I have to duck through doors, very similar to that. So I feel Lady D's pain on that one.
I can't believe Cassandra caused all this mess.
Right, time to get the wine bottle, which, oddly enough, was submerged in this. If you look at this environment, it's really immersive because there's parts on the table that have been
Mutilated.
yeah, they've gone through an extraction process so that the bottle can be filled up, which is yeah, something that you tend to typically just ignore when you're playing this game. But it's always good. I don't understand why there's a wine cellar or a wine room, considering, you know, they don't drink wine.
So one of the other things that Skip didn't showcase there, but for some of like the boxes and stuff like that, you can actually spam your pause menu to bring
I
up
don't do that.
to load the item in so you can pick it up quicker, which honestly does save time. However, you know, you have to get it perfect, especially if you're getting things further on in the game, like the jack handle.
Preemptively opening the door. Not using that ladder.
So also you'll find we try not to use ladders in the game because you actually lose, what did I work it out as, about 4 or 5 seconds in total.
Yeah.
And for you to get up from falling from a height is 2 seconds. So you're infinitely saving time by avoiding ladders at all costs. Now, coming up
Here she is.
is a section. Is one Lady D in the flesh.
Do your worst.
But also, probably one of the most weirdest situations ever. But we're also going to see if Skip can do this.
Which?
Without getting slashed.
Well, I've definitely done this section without getting hit already, so shouldn't be a problem.
You will learn what it means to insult us.
However, it is handy.
Chat, Ada shows violence today. Oh, that's bad. That wasn't a... I didn't want that at all. Woo!
Well, we didn't get hit, and that is mask number 1. Next on the list is a key and a really pondering question for you. How the hell do we put our arm back together?
I don't know what you mean. Like, have you not seen Liquid Sewing Kit 5000 available at your local hardware store?
Good.
You do that all the time, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Did you know that Ethan is a musician? A bad one, because it's me controlling him. But still. Told you. I've never like remembered the code for that. Hastily run up here.
Wait
Not get slashed. Time to take on daughter number 1.
So you finally... I don't want to die.
Oh, it's that.
I'm sick of bugs.
Right. It's gonna seem really counterproductive.
Sorry, I just realised I was muted. That's daughter number 2.
Excuse me? The swinging barrel kept on hitting it.
Cassandra, come here now.
Cassandra can't come here because
Enough games.
Cassandra is she's a bit preoccupied with death at the moment.
I was worried my sisters had
Oh.
gotten to it first. You would not. Get away! You're my prey, Ma!
You're my prey!
Crazy witch.
You finally Absolutely. Here we go. And we're gonna get past the swiggity swooty. Nope. Nope. Yes.
The entire bloodline of House Themeathon is done
Really close.
by the likes of you.
You just got to remember that the entire bloodline of House
Dimitrescu is
Dimitrescu
brought down by the likes of streaming.
Sorry, that's my thing. Normally when I get to that stage, I do that quote and add the high pitch by the likes of you, just to be annoying.
Is anybody running Resi 4 in this wonderful marathon today?
I believe they are playing Resi 4 at 3:10.
I cannot wait.
Unfortunately, I will not be around to watch it. I am going to be at work.
Because
However,
I want to give
tomorrow
everybody a
morning-
heads up, right? I want to give everybody a heads up that when the person runs Resident Evil 4, we have to be preemptive with things like 1998 and sloppy and anything to make a pretty boy feel special.
Okay. I should be able to get out with these.
and then tomorrow morning, we've got the remake being played at 4 AM.
So, when I did the no-hit challenge recently and I only got hit once, it was at this moment I messed up because my body biology became Sheva and it said, "Hey, you need the toilet right now." So, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm safe. I can leave here. There's nothing gonna happen." But she'd already made her way here.
Man thing! You won't live long, even if you run!
Won't live that long with your attitude. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright. Time to put the masks in. Rage. Joy. Pleasure. Sorrow. And I'm going to stand over here. She is going to make her way towards me because she likes me. I'm going to dodge out the way. I'm going to go around these statues in just enough time for this door to open. For some reason, that door, the mechanism for the masks unlocking that door take, you know, a specific amount of time. And I've calculated it now that if I go to the corner after opening it,
Looks like your outside matches your inside now.
you don't have to do all of this messing about. The original and the remake. Cool.
It's at 4 AM tomorrow, and the original is at 3:10. However, we got some amazing runners happening all over the shop. So, stick around and watch them all.
By the way, typically this fight isn't carried out this way. Normally, she's chasing you, and you're like, "Ah, she's gonna get me." You never get to see this side of her, typically. Figuratively, literally, whichever you want to take it. You think I got her then? You think I got her then?
You got a couple of shots. Timing-wise for that, you can get a couple of shots in.
We'll see. If I only shoot her 4 times, if she dies 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
So if you can get 2 shots on her
You're the one that's cursed.
while you're downstairs, typically that takes 4.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'm getting out of this place.
I'm saying typically, it's not always the case.
Yeah, it's not always accurate, but that's fair.
So, you'll find when he gets into the next room, it's going to be a small cutscene, we're going to skip it. if we don't do a quick turn, we're going to walk straight back into the door we just came through.
A little bit like the door entering the village. So there's a skip coming up, and it's an easy one to miss. You'd never think about it because going through it conventionally, you wouldn't have the rocket pistol, but we're going to utilize the rocket pistol quite a lot during this run for early access to certain things. So I'm gonna try and make it a little faster by, instead of fighting 2 normal enemies like these ones, and then a really big armored enemy, I'm gonna try and make it so that we open a door that's locked from the reverse side of it, from an area that we can't get to currently by shooting from an area we can get to right now. It seems a little difficult, like...
There you are. I had a
I
feeling.
know it seems a bit pragmatic, but I'll show you now. It's literally right here. So, I'm going to take a shot over a fence. And we're going to unlock a door, so... right there. So, the reason for that is it unlocks a door and we're able to jump through a window. If I didn't get it, then I didn't get it, but I think I did. I'm sure I saw the lock drop.
It is a hard one to get, but of course sometimes if you can get it perfectly, you'll be able to continue doing that while running.
Wasn't terrible. Now all these enemies have spawned, but guess what? I'm not paying them any money. I'm gonna get the jack handle. Normally I don't shoot him, but I just had a funny feeling that he would cause me an issue there. So we'll find out now if shooting the door has actually worked. Because normally you'd have to go left and fight all those enemies, but if it's worked, which it did, this door is open. So we save having to go through enemies, armored enemies, having to use a key on a lock. Basically, it's just a decent time save. So that's actually a good one, even though it doesn't seem all that important and like, oh, it's not that effective. It actually is one of the biggest time saves that we could do, like, crazily. So that's castle done. That's some prep work in the actual village done. Now we're going to go over to Moreau's area. Moreau's the fish man. The crazy fish man.
If you truly wish to...
We're not going to Moreau.
Oh no, we're not going to Moreau, are we? So he is paying attention.
Yep, well, we're off to...
Beneviento.
Yep. If Skip does this perfectly, we should
speed.
be able to get there in quick time. Most of this is routing
boss,
based.
yeah, it is. This boss, actually, there's a bit of RNG. We're going to play a game in a minute, chat. We're going to play a game. So there are 2 outcomes.
Ethan.
You have to find a doll, basically, and it can be in... You've got to find it 3 times. The first one is structured. It's as it is always upstairs. But the other 2 times you have to find it. Each of the places. Like the second time you need to find it, it can be in 2 different places, and the third time you find it, it can be in 2 different places. Both of them have good RNG and bad RNG, and it does matter. Like you can have good, you can have good, bad, you can have bad, and you can have bad, good. It is completely RNG. There's nothing I can do about it. We just have to hope that we get a decent one, or 2 technically. It's very rare you get good. Very rare. So if it happens today, I'll be absolutely shocked and over the moon. You don't need any of your weapons here. So it's great for doing the no-hit challenge. But there's a lot of codes, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of puzzles in here. It works out. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Now there is one crucial skip in this entire section.
Is it
it has to be done either sound perfect or visual perfect.
Yeah.
So I can do this visually perfect, and Skip can do it audio perfect. So at some point I will just shut up.
Yo,
but we are in
got
Vito's house.
He got it. He got it. I got it.
The purpose for going back out the house as well just stops that slow walk.
The speed trap, yeah. So basically, when you walk through the house, you sluggishly go through the house, and you drag your feet like I am now, like exactly what I'm doing right now. And when I went back outside, you trigger like an outside speed. So I was able to run around the room a little faster, which is what we're after, right?
I'd make a much better daughter than Rose. Please, won't you stay with me forever?
What's your favorite Resident Evil, chat?
What? Wait, where's my gun?
Ooh, did something a little bit different to what he normally does. You normally go for the wing key first and then do.
Yeah, I mean, I was, yeah, I'll do
that. If you're talking about Biohazard, the
Resi 7's a GOAT game. It is.
Yeah.
Actually, the happenings of Resi 7, like this game, it does have.
This is the follow-up to 7.
Excuse me? I assure you that is the slowest I've ever done that box.
That is the worst time.
Yeah, that is terrible. Yeah,
box.
Like normally I've got the code. Like, we'll just move on from that.
Skip making. It sounds silly, but Skip making rookie mistakes in this game when he.
Yeah, that
knows
was a rookie mistake. Yeah, that was horrible.
It's like I personally keep making a rookie mistake.
Which one?
The film.
The film? You? Wow. Okay.
Okay. No, as in my past,
I don't feel half as bad now, thanks.
No. But the past couple of runs, I've always screwed up on the film. Even though I know the order.
Yeah, how do you forget the order? It's the easy. Like, you remember the 6-digit codes, but you don't remember the 4-digit.
But I do it
Yes.
too quick.
That's
and
the
I've got
order.
this-
That's how difficult that is. Like, oh, is it the book first? Is it the child first? Is it what's the order? Bro, it's 1415. That's it, literally.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've got a higher sensitivity set, and I screw it up because I'm trying to push myself.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
And you know, and it's the one thing with speedrunning is you're always pushing yourself to be better than what you are. It's not about who's ahead of you in the leaderboards or stuff like that. You want to better yourself.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, friendly competition is always good. It is. You know, it's.
That's why I've still got a better time as skipper this. But that's a friendly competition between us.
He's got hacks, chat. He's got hacks.
Now, the other day when I ran this, I screwed up on this door. I don't know how.
Bro, I've screwed up on this door. It can only go. I mean, it can go both ways, and I always like. Normally get that door bang on, but it's the crow, man. Like every icon is a crow. Every icon is the eyes, and if you go, one goes one way and the other goes the other. You know what I mean? So. Once you've like made a decision, you kind of have to commit to the second one being the opposite way, and then it's like, oh, that's not right. So we have the most gruesome skip in the game, and it does save a considerable amount of time. I showcased this last time I was here. It is called the baby skip. By the way, if you're grossed out, just close your eyes. But I know you're better than that. This baby is going to chase me now. I'm going to chill behind this table in here with the minimal lighting that it gives me. I'm going to escape it temporarily, and then I need to go downstairs into the kitchen. At which point it will get me, and yeah, so I'll need to listen to certain audio inputs from the child and basically force it to go through a door.
Why are you at the left?
I don't know. Why was I at the lift? Am I ahead of myself in my mind?
Yep.
Like, because I was explaining something that was much further on. So this is the area. I'm gonna need some quiet. So if you guys have just donated, you're gonna have to give me a minute to too early. Yeah, way too early. That was too early. I knew the error of my ways then. I pulled a yatta. I was too hasty there. And there it is. Okay. So by doing that, what happens is he anticipates the attack. He tries to attack you, but he doesn't have the room, so he moves back and glitches himself through a wall. I'm gonna get got. I'm gonna get got. I tried using the scissors.
We've done that.
I think I'm okay. Gruesome creature. Right, RNG time. Are we going to get good, bad, bad, good, bad, or bad, good? What are we going to get? And it does matter. There's nothing I can do about it. So we are going to find the doll. Angie the doll. That grotesque thing on the floor. The good one is there, right? So that's what you need to remember. The good one is there, and the good one is over there by the door. They're the good options. The bad options is behind the cupboard and in the back room. But this one is it's set. This one is always here, right?
Everything would be better if Rose wasn't born.
Fucking monster.
Adder, I just noticed something.
Yes.
When you grab her in midair,
Mm-hmm.
there's a shadow on the wall, and it's of oh, it's bad, and it's not the doll, it's the woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is. You've only just noticed that.
Stop! I got more things to focus on. Wait, is she by the door? Oh, we got bad. No!
Oh,
That's so
no.
violent, chat. That's so violent. I don't accept that at all.
But there is one thing I will say about this. Yes, it was bad. Bearing in mind he's back by the lip. After this cutscene, is in a completely different room.
Oh yeah, I'm in the other room. I'm in the foyer. Yeah. So much
It's
blood.
over.
And apologies about the flashbang.
It's Jova.
So that's who was behind all this? That makes two.
Now, the downside of this, we're going to run all the way back, so now's the perfect timing if there's anything that the hosts wish to say. However, we're now going to go to Moreau, Fishman.
Yeah, we're going to go to Fish Boy. Oh, are you guys enjoying this? It's a completely different flavor to Resi 5 because obviously Resi 5 is, even though it's extremely like chapter based and linear and stuff like that, this one does feel a little bit more, open, so to speak, and it does look a lot better. And there's a lot of the. Go on.
It is more open. It's not as linear. Is the phrase terminology you were looking for.
Well, I said that about 5. Yeah, that's super linear.
However, you are still confined with you have to do things in a linear order. But it's more open.
Yeah.
It's more visually open.
I would love BioRand to do a randomizer of this because there are a lot of ammo pickups and the rust pickups and stuff like that that could be the crank and stuff like that, and have it set to each area, you know. Like having an 8 randomizer would be, that'd be my year right there, I think. The only randomizer games I actually play from time to time is Ocarina, like Ocarina of Time.
That reminds me, I still got a run I need to finish on that.
Wolfman! Get out. That could be interesting. That could be really interesting. I'm gonna have to speak to Jugachi about this without stream, because there's something cooking in the background that I can't release information of. But me and Jugachi need to have a little meeting at some point. Could be good. Could be really good. That might work. On a side note, Ada, I opened up OBS earlier on the streaming rig to copy my settings for this camera. And the capture card driver is causing an issue again. So, good job I did it on this PC.
Yeah. The thing is it not something I'm worried about right now.
No. I'll figure it out.
Damn freak!
Don't go! Sneaky little thief. He's calling me a thief.
How do I get out of here?
But the flask that I robbed was part of my daughter? You know, like the phrase, who watches the watches? Oh, what did I do there? Who's... like, some Robin Hood kind of stuff that was. He's like, oh, you thief. It's not theft if it's mine, Moreau. Guy doesn't know how to use a front door. I think my favorite Resident Evil game, like, is 5. Hands down to play, right? Like, on a watch and a play basis, for me, playing, it's either Resi 5 or Resi 8, and that's just because, you know, I like the game so much. I'd actually put 5 above 8 for me, surprisingly. But to watch, it's got to be 4. Like, Resi 4 randomizer is my, like, I like watching that. Right. Typical marathon look.
What am I supposed to do?
What's that, Speedy?
He said the exit's on the left.
Right, so you saw me take 2 preemptive strikes on the wood. That's something that you normally take care of going down to it. I'm gonna do it here. Oh, with the dolls, yeah. I mean, it happens, man. It's fine. Like, the RNG is what it is. I mean, there's only, what, 16 outcomes it can actually be, so...
Not looking at fish food.
Unfortunately, I do have to wait there. So we got a lever pull, little puzzle thing going on here.
Damn. Stinks.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. For me, personally, that's the last moment in the game that my stomach turns. For, is it gonna get me, kind of, you know.
Yep, because he's not going to get you from now on.
So, that boss fight, fighting Moreau, is actually so fast. Such a fast kill.
Caught myself a big one.
When you play this game, typically, without, like, infinite ammo and stuff like that. You,
It does take
the
time.
fight takes a long time, because you have to duck underneath structures where it spits acid into the air, and there's just a lot. Just a lot. The game likes to throw at you. So, we've gone from collecting 4 masks, fighting 3 sisters and Lady Dimitrescu, to now we're collecting 4 parts to our daughter, Rose. So Rose is my daughter, and she's been taken by a fake Mia, which is my partner in the game. So now I'm on the task of trying to collect all of the parts to my daughter, so we're putting her back together like Humpty Dumpty. Oh yeah, okay. Absolutely! What do you mean? Liquid sewing kit for the win.
So, what Skip's just done, clearing one of the... or clearing that last crank. There is a skip there that he could have done.
Got it.
Which would have put him already at pretty much automatically at the door.
Okay. For those people that watch my streams on a normal basis, it's boss time. Boss time is over.
And that boss is gone.
Sorry, that was an Irving kill again. Dude, I'm so stoked that I got the Irving kill.
Yeah, because you
So
didn't
good.
the last time.
No, the last couple of runs I haven't, no. But again, it is a very frame perfect thing to get because the setup of it is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And now
But if
that
you
we have
wanna-
the 6-wing... I'm sorry,
Go on.
go on.
Go on.
Now that we've got the 6-wing key, we've got one more jar for our daughter to get. And... yeah, it is one more jar, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. If you want to watch the Resident Evil 5 run, I'm sure that Themeathon are going to be providing it as a watchable thing over on their YouTube. Of which, if you haven't subscribed to their YouTube and you want to watch runs that you're gonna miss because of work or sleeping or whatever, then yeah, there's always an opportunity to see these runs. At a later date.
So, the other thing with, of course, Village, as you've noticed, we're doing a lot of running. Yes, it's less linear than 5. However...
it's more involved, but it's still linear.
Yeah, it's still linear, but it's an advanced linear where you've got a little bit of freedom of how you get there. But you still have to get the objective before you can move on to the next section.
Now, normally I don't shoot the animals because Metroid, right? But that thing was gonna 100% headbutt me. Like... so there's obviously places in the game that you can go. There's a place over that way that you can go and do an entire new area. There's houses in the town that, you know, you have to find the key for and then adventure through them and get treasures and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't need any of that. I don't require any of the I don't require any of that, so... sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit here because of just general speed. You guys got any questions about this game? I can see the chat. I would be happy to answer them. Got just a bit of an auto scroller here. Waiting for this gate to open. There we go. Nice. There we go. Nice. Hardest glitch or trick in the game. Baby skip, probably.
This must be their den.
Surprisingly, probably baby skip, and that's not too difficult. It just does require a little bit of time. There's nothing like there's not a lot of like hard glitches and strats that you do in this game that that we do in 5. You know what I mean? Because that was a lot of like the way that you take care of any of the Weskers, the way that you take care of any of the, you know, the Jill fight or whatever.
Okay, big guy.
I think the hardest in this would probably be yeah, it would probably be the baby skip. Although,
It's
yeah.
the hardest to learn. A lot of the other skips are, or glitch tricks, are.
It's.
They
I mean,
accidentally happen.
yeah, I mean, put it this way: the Irving kill in Resi 5, that is the hardest one to do in that game. 100%, 100%, because of the frame perfect, and you know you have to do it at the right placements and the right timing, and depends where the enemy is. There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, and 9 times out of 10 they tend to, right? Whereas in this game, the baby skip doesn't require any of that. It just requires a little bit of spatial awareness, timing, patience. You know, a completely different dynamic set of required things. But it's very, very repeatable. Very repeatable. You could do that 10 times in a row and miss it on the 11th, whereas the quick urban kill is so... it's rough. Yeah. But the hardest one in this one is probably the baby skip.
Well,
would you agree on that, Ada? Like, I don't feel like
it is the hardest one, but
there's not a lot of hard glitches in this, and that's probably the only one that comes to mind that would be the most time consuming to learn, even if it does take 5 minutes to learn it. You know.
In all fairness, the other trick,
yeah,
per se, the only other trick in this game is a routing trick. The routing trick in Heisenberg's factory.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
It's a routing trick. It's not a prolonged glitch. It's you get the routing.
Yeah. So typically the game wants you to go one way, but you can all. So there's 3 levels to Heisenberg's castle, as you're gonna find out in a minute. Actually, it's layer dependent. It's very. You're right. There is 4. There's 4 levels, and they are all very. You know, it's almost like its own chapter kind of deal. Like, it's one of them. But you can go back to lower floors if you need to and stuff like that. What the game wants you to do in the castle is to go through the you know, go through the floors to the like the factory, and it expects you to go all the way back the way you've come. Right? It wants you to go back the way you came, which is super confusing, and from a speedrunning perspective, it's really time consuming. Where, as Ada is mentioning, there is a routing trick. Routing is the way of movement that you go from point A to point B in the shortest time. Like,
but also with that routing trick is choosing your battles as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a combination of your routing. Do I need to attack? Do I not during this part? Can I bypass this by doing this? You know, the less you attack, the quicker your run's going to be.
Yeah.
Because when you pull that trigger, there's half a second. So that's why, especially in this area, the rocket pistol is going to be crucial.
Just get your ass
And I'm gonna see. I want to see if MarkioBros here can do the trick that I've managed to pull off probably about 3 times with the rocket pistol in part of this.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
That
We'll
one
see.
quick flick of the wrist.
Yeah, we'll see. It's probably not going to be a quick flick, but it's definitely going to be a. I'll explain. I'll explain
you can
it.
explain that bit.
It's not a trap.
I mean, we can. Either of us can explain it, but
We've got the time, so.
I mean,
don't get me wrong.
I set a timer for 2 hours on 5. I think I absolutely smashed that, didn't I?
Yeah. You were an hour and 40.
A dead end. Damn it.
Not bad. We're on good time here, to be honest with you.
What was that thing?
I don't know why you get stuck there.
And to be fair, I've only got stuck there once, but that was because I
don't know what it is.
Returning.
I mean,
I don't normally get stuck on that. But it could be a flow, key inputs.
It's definitely not key inputs.
No, but it's
I experienced
flow.
that
It's
more than
your,
you. Yeah.
You know, your flow, my key inputs. I'm on a different rig to you completely. You know, it could be rig dependent.
Maybe.
You know, it could be. Oh, I'm still loading.
Gotta get upstairs.
I think that's what it is, yeah. I think I'm doing it too quickly. Right, so we've gone from collecting masks to collecting parts of our daughter, and now I've collected parts of our daughter. We've traded them in. We've traded all of the parts of our daughter in for a giant's chalice, which gave us access to this place, which is crazy, right? Because we've just gave our daughter away for a giant key, basically.
Now, you saw Skip shooting basically a door lock. Basically an orange door lock. This is where the orange, the rocket pistol is going to come into its own.
Yeah.
Now, the section he's in, there is basically a chainsaw guy that's strapped to a chair. We don't attack him. There's no point to attack him, because later on when we get further in, he's going to be back in this room.
Hello, Jan. Good morning.
Seems useful.
I definitely went down one more. Yeah, I knew I was going to get hit there. I was anticipating the enemy. I was anticipating the enemy more than I was anticipating the things that come down, because normally they're not an issue. Open that. That was a perfect example as to what Adam was talking about with the rocket pistol opening those light globules on the door.
One of the other things, as you noticed, he ran straight past another chainsaw guy.
Oh,
And
here it comes.
because we already know he's going to burst through that door, so might as well run past him, get the process for making the cog done.
You can't run away. Another big dude there.
Such a disappointment. I thought we could join forces against that bitch Miranda. Truly. Took us to be her children. She locked us away in the village. Thinking she'd be forced to serve her.
There it is. Did I hit the transformer? Ah, savage. I did try it though. I tried it.
I want nothing more.
Well, you tried my trick. Did it work?
Yeah, no, I hit the transformer, which
So I need power.
that's fine.
I need enough power to destroy her. These are the fruits of my power. The strong will destroy the weak. That's the way of the world. You should have never refused me.
No!
Hello?
I have a donation.
Let's go!
We have 20 euro from Jake, who says, "Go Skip!"
Thank you, Jan. Amazing, bro. Appreciate you.
And this also means we've reached the milestone of vaccinating a dog or cat. Let's go.
Wonderful.
Miranda thinks we're nothing but children.
We can
Back to your run.
vaccinate a dog.
She's long
Let's get some hype up in the chat. Let's go. Thank you, Jan.
Destroy her.
Did you put it towards the maid outfit?
Another one?
Excuse me. Thank you very much, Jan. You're absolute sham. Oh dear. Excuse me. Oh, that's not good. Actually. That was risky. That was really risky. That was yeah. That was risky, but in the moment there wasn't really a lot I could have done about it. Whew. That was more of a clutch than a strat, I'll be honest. Here's your biggest fan. There goes your biggest fan.
Shit, that was close.
Like I said, this place is an absolute maze, and the game wants you to progress up to the, you know, to the more levels, the higher levels, progressing up to the top of the factory.
Soon, she'll start her ceremony with your rose. If that happens, it's all over. For your kid. And for the whole village.
I mean, to be fair,
But don't worry.
at this point, it's already kind of over for my kid because
To kill Miranda.
I traded her in
Poor Papa.
for like
You're the only
the
one
giant
who
chalice.
doesn't see your kid's power.
Take Rose? I'd like to see you try.
You traded it in. What do you mean? I'd like to see you try. You physically gave her in and was just like, can I trade in these bits of my daughter, please? Can I? I've got a leg. I've got another leg. I've got a head. And I've got the special edition arms. Can I do anything with them? Would you trade me for anything in the shop? I've got this giant chalice. Sure. Done. Shut up and take my money. Or my daughter in this instance. Right, this is the trick that Ada was on about. So, typically the game wants you to reverse the process and go all the way back down, but we don't want to do that. We want to take the elevator back down to the bottom floor, as if we were starting the whole thing again, right? But that's because it is much faster to come down to the bottom floor, and now the power's out, to actually get back to the casting room for the key mold.
Apologies, I was dealing with.
Yeah, that's okay. So we've got the key mold. Actually, I might be wrong there. I think the game wants you to continue up now and go back up the way that you came, rather than coming back through the darkness.
So, at this point, you are technically finished on all levels of this building, apart from you need to go to the top floor. So, you know, you got to make your way back to the lift. Yet again, lift is key in this. Timing is also key, especially with the shots. So now all we got to do is go back up in the lift.
That was a great time for an advert, by the way, because we're just going up in the lift.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, right.
So I'm just going to sit here and randomly talk about the Duke trying to reach you for your
The size of this man.
cards. Well,
Vast.
Duke is trying to get hold of you for your car's extended warranty.
Absolutely. Well, like, add more.
You really are.
But yeah, no. So now we're going to meet
But I'm tired.
Helicopter boy.
Time to
Propeller.
die. You can hear it,
So
can't you?
I keep screwing this up myself.
Wait.
Now stay down.
So there is a way to get past him in that corridor, and I keep forgetting to set it. So having the grenade launcher with stun rounds in it, or flash rounds, you can actually flash him and get past him without getting attacked.
No, I'd prefer him to just run into a wall. It's more satisfying watching the propeller man literally rhino run into a brick wall, giving me just the opportunity to shoot him in his weak point 3 times.
But the funniest thing, if you do that,
Again?
so the funniest thing, if you do that, he still runs into the wall anyway. Just less chance of you getting hit.
Right. This is the Eisenberg fight.
I still can't believe
it's
I'm coming, Rose.
So the differences between console and PC differ for this fight so much, because on console you only get a certain amount of frames per second, right? You only get, I think it's like 40 to 45 frames per second. And in this fight, on professional, it becomes impossible. Like, it's so difficult on console on professional, and I had to do it
You're like a goddamn cockroach.
for a previous event that I did.
This will be my rule before I kill the bitch. Let's settle this. Man, a man. Your corpse will be another addition to my army. So this is the power of Father Law, huh? Coward! In the face of my steel glory! Guess I do have to thank that bitch.
The way this fight works, of course, you're going to tackle the red,
Good.
orange items on the on Heisenberg as he enters. However, there is a way, so where he's fought up the shields and stuff like that, and then dropped him in the ground placement, you can and is possible to do that or get him into the current state he's in without that second cycle happening. It is just pure timing and kind of accuracy.
So close.
Boulder punching a-hole.
3. Excuse me. 3.
Yeah.
Not 5.
If you don't one cycle him, it's 3.
You should have taken my deal.
If you one cycle him, he's 2. I found that out in my last run.
So, recap. We got the 4 masks, we took on 3 sisters, we took on Lady Dimitrescu. We fought the baby twice, did a load of puzzles, and defeated Angie the doll, right? We then took on Fishman, a load of gross rooting, and now we've just took on Eisenberg's castle, where we traded in 4 parts of our daughter for a key. And now we've got to figure the rest out. So, side quest time. We are no longer Ethan Winters. We are now Captain Chris Redfield from any of the previous Resident Evil games. We was playing Chris in Resi 5 earlier on,
Been a while since we fought
and now
together,
I'm Chris
Captain.
Redfield
When was the
as
last?
part of
The desert?
a group of specialists.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe
A
it when I
specialist
heard you
team.
turn herself into Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either.
That is not working with the BSAA.
Yeah, they're not.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we thought. Watch out. Western route is clear. Moving out.
Roger that.
BSAA.
I need to collect a couple of supplies on the way.
I can take them.
Don't get cocky.
What the hell is that thing? It's all new to my seat.
Yeah, Eisenberg being punched in the face would be like, would be golden.
Large mutated bioweapon sighted.
But Ethan isn't Chris. So Chris is the one that punched a boulder in Resi 5 that we didn't do
Roger.
because we did advanced Wesker strat.
Umberise, I need some backup.
So as you've just seen, he just ran through that room, let them crash through the door. That's what I mean about picking your fights. If you don't need to, you don't fight. Unfortunately, through this area, you can get away with pushing them, but
All right.
sometimes you have no choice but to shoot.
Roger that, boss. Alright. Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready when you are. Mold is rapidly expanding.
I'm
Must
gonna
be
get it.
something stimulating it. Another hit. Once again, it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
So we have to hit this monstrosity 3 times. It's a nightmare, but one of the most useful glitches.
Yeah. Right.
Reloading. Be with you soon. I'm reloaded. Where should I be next?
Is once you've actually, or as you're firing this, you can actually start running into it.
Take that.
Good.
And you can actually walk through the destruction
Explosion.
process.
Yeah, I know. But I knew that I'd left the guy on the top,
Found a
and
way down.
the chances
going
of
in, the rest
like
of you
his
stay
sniper mode was ridiculous, bro. He would
Compared the mold at the village with the sample from the bakers.
he
and
would get me. Right.
There's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
But yeah, there's no real. Okay, yes, there are glitches in the game, but because they're glitchless runs that both myself and Skip do, we don't use them. However, there
hardest
are.
trick would be this one, I think.
The hardest trick is getting him without having to use the Lobo.
Oh,
Four.
look.
Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup. There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Get there.
Not good.
No, that is not good at all.
That's not good at all. No. I'm gonna have to equip the flash. Oh, now he's down? That wasn't
Yeah,
ideal,
not-
by the way.
Yeah, that ruined it.
Like, I got perfect placement on those grenades.
He's done.
Yeah, I know he's done. I got perfect placement on those grenades, though. Perfect. All 4 hit him.
I'll keep going. The rest of you, stay above ground.
It is what it is, man. It's just the way the game works sometimes, you know?
Yeah, the downside with that is once he jumps down, he has to complete the animation.
We can figure that out later.
Or
Oh,
his
so the
ult
first one
animation
didn't
chain.
take then? Yeah, the first one didn't take then. Okay.
So he has to swing at you, then swing down, get himself stuck.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so I was preemptive with the first one, that's what... I mean, normally I've got 5 grenades there, I could always have one in reserve. I didn't have the one in reserve because I spent a third one on the stairs, taking out the armored guys. It's fine. It's fine.
But the other option
This must be Miranda's
for that, by the way, is you need to time it. He breaks the chains, throw a grenade, hit him behind. It's
okay.
That
Miraculously, that's the Chris section done. We are miraculously Ethan Winters again. We ordered a giant
frostbite sandwich.
We ordered frostbite sandwich, infused mocktail with liquid sewing kit. Yeah. So we are very, very close to the end of the game. We have one last boss fight.
I gotta go.
So Jugachi, an estimated time of completion now is about 2 minutes. Just so that you're a little bit more prepared. That was my bad last time. Ethanol! Yo, 200 IQ joke right there. Okay, we're heading into the last fight. Wish me luck. And yeah, let's do this.
You fulfilled your purpose, sisters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Glitchless. Now, please do not worry,
Oh,
the little
didn't get the skip.
Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully.
4 bullets short.
This is how you end, Ethan Winters.
Okay, time's coming up very quickly.
To ensure I never see your face.
I'll let you know when. Get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Time.
that is time.
Clap. Good job.
What did we get?
143.09.
IGT is 139.34. Do you know what? That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all.
That's actually your last run we did together.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And that's very close to my PB. I mean, that's my submitted time almost on speedrun.com. It's not my personal best. And you'd think I would have submitted my personal best, but I wasn't happy with my performance that day, so I never uploaded it. But yeah, 139 isn't too bad. The world record is 126, I think, so it's not too bad. Massive shout out, by the way, to Tinix. Because he recently obtained second place in this category, and he's also provided a ton of strats, tips, and hints for myself and Ada to better our runs. So huge shout out to that guy.
125 is current.
Is it? Yeah, that's amazing. I genuinely hope that you all enjoyed both my runs today. That was Resident Evil 8, or commonly known as Resident Evil Village. A completely different flavor of Resident Evil. Yeah, I'm MarkioBros. You can find me on twitch.tv and YouTube under MarkioBros and MarkioBros Let's Plays on YouTube. And I want to thank everybody that's watched today and donated during my runs. And a massive thank you to the event, Jugachi, and all of the staff. You smashed it out the park. Going for something that's an amazing cause. So get those donations in and let's help these animals. Ada, thank you so much for running comms at such an early time in the morning on both of my runs. And thank you again to Yato for running my Resi 5 run. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Ada, is there anything you want to say?
Can I go to work yet?
Yes. Yes. You get rewarded with work.
But no, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Maybe next time it'll be the other way around. It'll be me up there in the corner.
Maybe.
And
maybe.
Skip doing the comms.
Maybe. I've got to do a little comms later on. So I'll be around a little later on for some commentary myself for Resi 5 for Yato's run. Yato's doing a run later on for Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape. So I'm looking forward to that. That's it from me, guys. I really appreciate all the time that you've spent this morning. And yeah, Jugachi?
Bye!